Hey everybody, this is Stormy with the capital Z. Welcome to Return to the Jungle number 5 bronze matchup. This is the matchup for third place in the tournament, and we got ourselves a Undead versus Orc over here. Map A is going to be Echo Isle. So on the left side we got NoobyXD spawning in as the pink Undead player, opening up with Altar first. On the right side we got EclipseNova spawning over here as the blue Undead player, opening up with somewhat of a pretty standard orcish build as well. Probably gonna see the barracks here. Yep, we're gonna see the barracks. Nothing too very special going on as of right now. Let's see how this game turns out to be as the match progresses. I'm interested to see which heroes the players are going to go for. Orcs, of course, have the choice between Blade Master and Farseer nowadays. Farseer can work really well in this kind of a combination, in this kind of a matchup, that is. On Undead, Death Knight is of course the most favorable selection, but you also have the Crypt Lord as an option now. NoobyXD going in for the Death Knight, sending out the annoying scout acolytes towards the base of EclipseNova. And I'm gonna have to check if everything's just fine. It was mainly the modem that was causing the problem, it appears. So we got the hero coming in. It's going to be Farseer for EclipseNova. No scouting done yet by Eclipse. NoobyXD coming in with an acolyte. It wants to detect the hero, of course. This is something that you want to do. It is also necessary to know what your opponent is up to. That gives you a lot of key information in as to how you need to plan out your strategy, the creep camps that you need to engage, the build order that you want to select, your tech timing. All of this matters a lot. The pact is sealed, and we got a female Death Knight over here. Didn't kill that critter for a moment. Acolyte will manage to escape without much of an issue, unless until it wants to go back and cause some sort of more annoyance, which acolytes are very much known for these days. Farseer will go for this camp at the top, green camp, while NoobyXD will do the same on his side of the map. He's going to leave behind an acolyte over here. I guess this will give off the location of the Farseer, because on this map at least, you will be, if you go for this camp first, you'll likely go for this, and even if you don't go for this one, you'll be going for the expansion. So this is rather a good location to put your scout worker. Pretty good location. Checking has begun for both of the players. They're pretty much even. A War Mill is coming down for Nova Eclipse. We may likely see some stuff on tier 2. Headhunters kind of work better against Undead. Those are an option. They work really well when they are combined with the stomping ability of the Tauren Chieftain. Your Fiend's coming in for NoobyXD, and it appears to me that EclipseNova will be going in for an assault. I think we missed out something. I think I missed out to cover something. Where's the annoying scout acolyte? I believe it got killed or something. It was probably in front of my screen and I completely missed that. I have a tendency of doing things like that whenever I'm a bit lost in my thoughts. Anyway, so Eclipse is going to creep out the expansion location for NoobyXD. Well, NoobyXD does not have knowledge of this as of yet. Now he does. He's going, well, now he does, as in he probably was going in there for the creeping himself, and he detects where EclipseNova is. Getting the jack on that troll trapper. But you want to consider the fact that maybe attacking the Farseer with that death coil would have been a better option. Maybe try to get one of the trappers to throw a ensnare on the Farseer. Farseer was already a bit weak. It did have the speed scroll, and a calculative attack on the Farseer may have sealed the deal for it, because it had no escape route items such as the town portal or the potion of Invul. Level 2.5. They're pretty much around the same levels. Nobody has a distinct advantage on each other as of yet. Would Eclipse do a similar thing as to what he did in one of the earlier games? I believe he was playing up against Domi in the round 2. And he went in for the... It was either round 1 or round 2, I don't remember, but he went in for a Pit Lord as a second hero, which worked out really well actually. He went for Torn Chieftain as third, but the Pit Lord level second hero was kind of a good strategy against Undead, since Undead is very much reliant on nuking abilities. Death Coil, Frost Nova, and you have already partially taken it out with no Death Coils on your Pit Lord, since Pit Lord is an Undead unit. EclipseNova reaching level 3 with the Farseer here. NoobyXD going in from the very southern path. May try to get this camp here. Of course, at this stage of the game, you want to consider some heavier camps. Green camps will give you some levels, but this will not reach level 3 for NoobyXD. Lich is out now. Tier 3 coming in. Third and fourth Ziggurat. Farseer going into the item shop to buy a good. Intercepted by NoobyXD, forced to go back. Does not have a TP and doesn't even have any speed scrolls to run back to the base. It's coming back though. Doesn't seem like it had enough of NoobyXD just yet. It hasn't summoned any of them Spirit Wolves though. That's something you want to get out. Get them into the fight, and it appears that that's not his plan. He wants to engage NoobyXD when he is creeping, and oh, he is going to do that. Here comes the Torrent Chieftain. Torrent Chieftain going to go right after the Lich. A nice chain lightning across the units. They're also taking damage from the creeps over there. One Fiend may likely get picked off. No, NoobyXD saving it right in the nick of time. A Stomp would have been super useful for Eclipse. Maybe if he went for Stomp first on the Torrent Chieftain, he would have been able to pick off one of the units, at least that Fiend, if nothing else. We got some Fiends and Obsidian statues coming in for NoobyXD's army, and he will use a Speed Scroll to run back to his base. Just to heal up a bit. EclipseNova will not find anything fruitful over here. All the top northern camps have already been crept, but the southern camps are left. Going south is what he needs to do now. Eclipse currently sitting at an army of 40, and he is currently capped actually. He wants to summon more shamans, but he is capped. Shamans of course have that purge ability which halts the unit, kind of stuns the unit for a moment. It's not exactly a stun, but you can compare it to a stun, which is actually very useful and can come in handy, really handy, when you're using a Torrent Chieftain that likes to barge in and use the Stomp. And of course, you can do the same thing to the Skeleton Warriors and purge them down, and NoobyXD trying to focus down the Farseer while Eclipse trying to go after the Fiend there. Now Eclipse going after the Death Knight. This will force a TP. Purge going on. A nice surround attempt. He got the surround. Oh, one grunt being murdered over there before Eclipse hightails away. No, wait a second. NoobyXD's Death Knight hightails away from that spot. Eclipse will manage to take out at least one Fiend. One grunt versus one Fiend. Nothing too great gained, nothing too big lost. But you want to consider the fact that you have forced NoobyXD to use the TP, which he will have to invest into buying a new one. Scout Spirit Wolf will detect the Crypt Lord, third hero for NoobyXD. Crypt Lord Impale, of course, having some changes with the latest patch. Now the Impale effect, the units affected by Impale will no longer be unattackable for a small duration while they're being tossed up into the air. And ooh, Eclipse losing a berserk to the creeps over there. It needs to be a lot careful, needs to tank the damage on the Tauren Chieftain. That's a bit of a sloppy move there by Eclipse. NoobyXD on the other side is creeping out his expansion location. NoobyXD only has one creep camp left down here. I would say, yep, Eclipse has the same thing on his side. There's just one camp left. Eclipse wants to put up an expansion, it seems like, and NoobyXD going in for the shop most likely will go and check on whether there is an expansion or not, and when he locates that, he will ransack it. He will detect that, and this expansion will have to be cancelled. Here comes the Farseer though. Nice chain lightning, but it doesn't have enough mana there. Farseer being tossed up into the air. Impale, and no! The nuke. Deadly nuke. Tauren Chieftain goes in exactly where it needs to, but the Farseer is down. This looks really bad for Eclipse. Another lovely Impale attempt over there. Tauren Chieftain gets nuked down, and Eclipse calls for the GG. That was a wonderful game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. So these games will be going to the YouTube channel for Clan Jim. I shall be trying to upload them today. I'll try my best to put them up. It is a lot of work, but I'll try my best to do that. Apart from that, I have not been putting up some games on my YouTube channel as of late. I'm gonna work on that as well. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Subscribe for more content on WarCraft, and I'll see you guys in the next Return to the Jungle series then. Bye for now.